Easy as do, re, mi, fa, le, ti. Let's go.
Welcome back to the podcast.
Oh, we're live?
Yeah, you sung to them. I just let it go.
Wow.
You know what? I was sick and tired of your shit, Mike.
I'm sick and tired of your bullshit.
You keep, every time I come over, it's like a burden to you. You're just like, you're like, get out of my house. I'm like, huh.
Is that the way you perceive it?
That's how I see it. And
That's not the way it is.
Is it not?
No. It sounds like a you problem.
It sounds like a me problem.
That you're perceiving that is incorrect.
I know you love me. I know you love me very much. In the way of friendship.
Mm-hmm.
Is that how friendship works?
Mm-mm.
Is it a love-hate relationship between friends?
I think it's a hate-hate relationship.
A hate-hate? So you hate me, but you love to hate me?
You hate me, and I hate you.
So you hate me, but you love to hate me?
No, I hate to love you. I mean, I hate to hate you.
Is that the old dog? Oh, no, the other one's the old dog.
That the white and black one is the old one.
The other one is the
more agile.
Agile one.
The young whippersnapper dog.
Well, welcome back, folks.
You're not welcome back.
We're all dying. We're all suffering.
Whenever Terry's nice to anyone listening, just even if I don't say it, just know that I have the exact opposite
feelings.
Opinion. Yeah.
So if
anytime Terry says, "Hey, I'm glad you're all here," just know that I think you're all pieces of garbage.
Wait, so if I go, "Hey, I don't like you guys," are you gonna say I love you guys?
Oh no, it only works the other way.
So anything I say about our audience, you're just gonna say, "I hate you all."
Well, there is no audience, Terry.
That's true. That's what I'm saying.
10.
Episode
45. Holy shit, bro.
Dude, we're
holy shit, bruv.
Holy shit,
bruv.
Oh, look at that dude. He was cutting wood.
That's what you gotta do to stay warm in the wintertime.
Cut wood?
Yeah.
Cut wood with the saw?
No, with an axe.
No, he was cutting the wood with saw.
Well, you gotta first cut it with a saw and then with an axe.
But yeah, so we're back. Mike, how you been?
Oh, I've been fucking great, bro.
What you been doing?
Fucking just living it up in the the new year. In the January.
In the January?
Yeah.
Do anything?
I'm trying to think of like my least favorite months of the year. I feel like January is like got to be one of them, right? Like what happens like that's fun in January?
Nothing.
The weather's shit. You're back to work after Christmas.
Yep.
Like
no, wait, hold on here.
What's
hold on
the
here.
positive?
No, I worked through it.
Well, no, I know, but like
you got the weeks off.
No, that's fair. I just like generally speaking though is like new year, new me, new year, new fucking.
It's like New Year's, same life.
New Year, same life.
It's literally the same thing. It's like you're not changing anything, right?
Yeah, most people don't.
Like everybody's like New Year's resolution is always I'm gonna eat healthy and I'm gonna get fit. Some of them succeed, but most of people do not.
I think the people that are the most successful at quote unquote New Year's resolutions are the people who make them like in the middle of the year at a random time, right?
Yeah.
Where they just decide they're going to make a lifestyle change. Anyone who like says I'm going to eat healthy as a New Year's resolution, that means they're in the group of people who are not going to do that thing.
True.
Right?
Yeah. Well, like, this is why I was saying to you earlier, I'm saying I don't want to get fit. And I don't want to eat healthy.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to be me. That's what, like...
You want to be...
I just want to be Terry.
You want to eat processed food and just be Chunks.
Yeah.
Chunks McGee.
Chunks McGee. Even though I don't weigh that much anymore.
You're fine much.
Well, I used to weigh like 195 pounds.
Whoa!
Almost close to 200 pounds.
We got to sound the alarm.
I was chunky as
whoop,
fuck.
Whoop, sound the alarm.
Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of police. Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the beast.
That's the sound of Terry's fat booty.
That's my fat booty.
You were 195?
I was 195.
That's chunks.
And then when I ate food, I went to 200.
No. Did you stand on a scale that showed 200?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're a fat boy.
I've seen it. Hold on, let me see if I can pull it up.
You're a fat boy.
Let me see if I can pull it up. But
you took a picture of it?
No.
Oh, you have something where it like memorizes all your weights?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I'm fat.
Your scale's connected to like an app or something?
My scale's yeah.
That's stupid.
You're stupid. I'm
5'8", 200 pounds.
I'm obese.
Your BMI is 30.4. Yeah, it's obese.
I'm obese. I know I'm obese.
Wait,
man.
so overweight Let's say, how much are you now? 190?
185.
185. You're still going to be overweight. Yeah, you're still overweight. You're in the overweight category. And then I'm like a buck 45 or 43, maybe. I actually haven't weighed myself in a long time. I'm in the normal weight category for a 5'8" boy.
What the fuck is this?
Spoiler alert, folks. We're both 5'8" boys. You just got a little nugget of info about the
Whatever,
boys.
I don't give a fuck.
About the boys.
What the fuck is this? I don't give a shit about
You know,
these
I
goals.
believe you. You don't have to look it up. Like, I believe that you weigh 200 pounds.
Yeah.
How crazy is that? You're like 50 pounds heavier than me. Well, 45 pounds heavier right now.
Yeah. It's not showing me. It's fucking stupid.
Yeah, because there's no reason to have a fucking app that connects to your fucking scale. Just stand on the scale and look.
Yeah, but then what if I forget how fat I am?
Get on the scale again.
Yeah, but that means I have to get on the scale again, or I can just look at my app and says how fat am
No,
I?
you don't need to know that much how fucking heavy you are.
Yeah, so I used to weigh 195, and now I weigh a buck 85.
What happened? What changed?
I got sick.
Oh, yeah. That'll happen. You know, isn't that crazy? It's only what that is when you get sick. It's literally because you're just laying around. It's not just that you're not eating as much that contributes to that, but it's also the fact that you're not moving, which means your muscles are atrophying. So like you're literally like your muscles are like deteriorating, and that's like a lot of the weight loss.
I thought that was where the fat. That's where it eats the fat first, and then it goes to your muscles.
Well,
is that correct?
Generally, it's true that your body consumes fat first, I believe, by and large. But I'm just saying from a
Dr. Michael.
Well, no. You know how like when you're not working out, your muscles get smaller, right?
Yes.
So they're atrophying. So this is not even talking about how your body is consuming calories. This is just when your muscles don't get used, they shrink because they don't need to be as big because they're not being used.
Right.
So you're losing muscle weight just by atrophy, which is...
Is that why your wrists are so small?
I don't see how that has anything to do with it. That's why like when you're sick and you're like not moving as much, you're literally just like wasting away.
That's how I felt when I like broke my arm, because in the cast, like
that's a great example.
Your arm shrinks to like just almost a bone.
No, it's being sick is like it's a time period. It's a shorter time period, but it's like a little mini version of that. Whereas like if you can't use your leg or your arm for like months and months and months, it'll really show up.
Yeah.
Like where it gets small.
Yeah. I like it's just for me, like, so when I got sick, when that happened, it was really bad. Like that's a lot of weight to lose.
10 pounds in a week.
Yeah. That's a lot.
Yeah.
But I haven't been back to the the 190s in a while. So it's nice. But I still feel fat. In a way. Not really. I don't really feel fat. I'm just more worried about my stomach. You know? I don't really care if people see my abs. There's just the chunk that's
you don't
there.
want it to be so obvious, like especially when you're wearing clothes, that you're getting a round in the stomach.
Yeah. Like you'll see me sometimes where I'm sitting there and I just go like
you can see it through
I can
heavy
see it,
clothes.
so I go like this. Mm-hmm. So it just doesn't look like it happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the
self-conscious.
That's the human condition right there.
Yeah, it's all right.
Everybody, I mean,
I don't like. In all honesty, I don't think I'm ever gonna lose this. I'll just be. I mean, I can. I would have to do like sit-ups, push-ups, all that shit. What am I supposed to do, Mike?
Doing core exercises is not going to make you lose your stomach fat. All it's going to do is like build up the muscle under the fat.
Well, that's good.
A good thing to think about doing that's not very hard.
Starvation.
Well, no. And I know
anorexia.
You always like give me shit, and I just this already, but like go on a like 15 to 20 minute walk, like a half an hour after you eat dinner every day.
Yeah,
and that'll do more for your metabolism and your stomach fat than almost anything else.
How do you know all this, doctor?
So you know how like
I really want to know. I want to explore your mind.
How do I want to say this?
You're like a a wizard.
So I'm just
You're
interested.
my inspiration.
I'm just interested in different things. I like learning about like different aspects of life. So like this is not a knock on you personally, but like what do you spend your free time doing by and large? Like when you're not just free time, let's say like for the times that you are like, let's say just like kind of lounging around and like maybe watching the show or YouTube or playing video games, like that time, what do you do in that time? I'm not talking about like hanging out with friends and shit like that, but like the time where you're just like trying to relax at home.
Sometimes, I mean,
like what types of things are you doing?
I mean, I'm doing all the things you just listed, but
Yeah.
sometimes in those breaks where I sit there and actually like read a book.
No, I'm not talking about that.
Wait, what are you talking about then?
I'm talking about like for all the time you spend where you're just like chilling. You're trying to like relax and not do anything strenuous. I'm talking watching TV shows, playing video games, and like watching YouTube video time. Like that time. What kind of content do you consume during that time?
Oh, that oh.
Yeah, like what types of things do you like? And like if we went to your YouTube,
It'd be all
recommended.
Over the place. It'd be like funny shit. Actually,
but like
sometimes
give me like 3 examples of like if you went to your recommended thing on YouTube, what would it be?
It'd be like
3 examples
it'd
of
be
categories.
more or less like Counter-Strike, you know, video games aspect stuff,
Video
technology,
tech stuff.
tech stuff,
Cool,
but
cool.
mostly like, and also like information like for like history. So I do love history.
Okay.
So like World War II, like psychology stuff, like with like criminals and shit, what they think.
Yeah.
I watch that shit.
Okay.
But it's all like my shit is all over the place. But I
Mhm.
do get intrigued by history and like the criminal mind, essentially, like how they think, and like if you were having an interrogation, like say if I was the I was the criminal and you were the interrogator.
You got lots of videos on your YouTube history like this.
It's actually from what's his name? Tony Hinchcliffe.
Mm-hmm.
When he was on Rogan, he recommended a YouTube channel called JCS Psychology. And it breaks it down for you what like in that moment what they're thinking of and how the interrogators use a I guess a playbook essentially to make you feel comfortable. And then after they make you feel comfortable, they go on like an attack to make you like whatever I said to you earlier about the event. And then they'll ask another question that makes you
How to interrogate a person.
pretty much.
You spend a lot of time doing this.
I watch a handful of them every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
But
What's
mostly,
a total amount of hours you say?
I watched
Tens of hours, hundreds of hours? Like how many
I
hours?
watched all of his stuff, so I think he has like either around like 12, 13 videos.
Mm-hmm.
So I watched all of them, so like 13 hours.
So the answer to how I know some of this stuff is, to me, like, well, no, like you just described the answer to your question.
Yeah.
I don't play video games.
No.
Lately, I haven't been watching that many TV shows.
Yeah,
like
you've
when
been watching this guy.
Well, when I'm relaxing, let me just put it this way. I've watched hundreds of hours of videos about healthy eating. Hundreds of hours just for entertainment. That's how I know that shit you just asked. So that
Right.
I just wanted to get your...
I got you. I got you.
Do you ever spend time watching hours and hours and hours of YouTube videos that are kind of like educational in a sense? I do that for fun. I do hundreds of hours of that for fun. That's how I know the answer.
Well,
Terry.
I mean, like that makes sense. Like
I just
how
wanted
you
to
know
build
this.
up like to the answer a little bit.
But like,
Because everybody like has their thing, and for me, it's like random shit that probably most people would be like utterly bored by, because I'm a fucking weirdo.
well, I mean, I would watch that stuff, but like I couldn't watch a YouTube or an information about eating healthy because I would get hungry.
Let me explain.
And I don't want to go get.
Yeah, no.
You know what I'm saying?
That's fair. Let me just explain to what extent I'm a psychopath when it comes to this.
Duh.
When a video when a new video gets posted that's just like
Is it?
it's like, hey, let me show you all the like the shit at X store that's like really good for you, right? I can't wait to watch it. Like,
Oh, really?
I click on it. It's like, oh, it's a new one's out. Fuck yeah. Like, I'm a fucking weirdo, dude. That's how I know.
Well,
I spend endless hours watching this shit.
But that's why I know, like, when you
I've
when you
spent-
tell me something that is like good quality or like anything you buy,
Oh.
like anything like that, anything like along the lines of your food, your just in general stuff that you buy, the quality of stuff that like you've done like the research for those hundreds of hours.
Well, yeah.
And you can tell me like, no, that shit right there is a piece of shit because of this little fucking screw or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, even if you don't agree with like the way I eat or like all that shit, it's like at least you're like, he's thought about like that turkey that's in my fridge.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I know he's thought about it.
Yes.
Before, like he's at least
Yeah.
considered like,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
anything that's in your fridge, anything that's in your house, essentially, I know you methodically thought about it. And you done your research to like say like that turkey that's inside there is like there's no X, Y, and Z in it. And you're like, all right, I'll make it. Like that's what you buy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's what you get. And then you're like, all those like microplastics in your pee-pee. That's what you were telling me. I'm trying not to, like, in my mind, I am trying not to, like, eat. I put my stuff in the plastic bowl, but then I just take it out.
Yeah.
So I'm not scraping.
Yeah. The biggest way for like, I mean, plastics are unavoidable, right? It's like,
Yeah,
what are you going to do?
Yeah.
But like one thing you can do, and it's not hard, don't heat food in the
Nope.
microwave in plastic. That's so easy. Just don't do it.
Yeah.
That's one big thing that's not hard that you can do. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, I'll just do that. Start there.
Yeah, true.
Right?
But then I've been like thinking of buying like glass shit to put my stuff in, so I don't have to worry about it anymore. But then the lids are plastic though, which makes no sense either.
Well, but again,
But you could just take the plastic lid off.
yeah, the
and,
lids are just for when it's being stored in the
Right,
fridge.
right.
Yeah.
So I've been
and
thinking about-
transported.
I've been thinking about doing that.
You got Nicole.
But also I've been thinking of like meal prepping throughout the week now because I'm sick and tired of eating food where I work because it's just bad shit and I'm tired of spending money as well. So
do you feel like you spend a lot of money? Like it kind of adds up?
I think in reality, on average, during the day there,
Yeah.
I probably spend around like $8 a day.
Average about $8 a day on
So
food.
like $24 a week. So $25 a week.
Yeah,
So
but
that's
you don't.
$100
But you don't
that's
work
like
that many
$100.
days. I mean, it helps
work-
because
I
you
work-
don't.
I work
it
3 days.
Yeah, that's exactly right. It helps because you don't work as many days.
But I'm thinking of like just making like
That's not really that much
no.
when you think about it. So it could be worse.
Right, but the
Like I spend more than that a day on just the food that like I bring for lunch
right
because of how much the ingredient like
But
the
how
shit
much the
costs in the store.
Yeah.
So it's like, but so like if I bought lunch at work, it probably would be just a little bit more expensive than if I brought my lunch, like in terms of ingredients.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like shit quality.
Yeah.
So it's like a. You know,
Is it like a is your they look like mush? Like those dogs look like they're eating green mush. But is your I guess lunchroom or cafeteria, whatever you want to call it?
the cafeteria.
Does it actually have people, or is it just like a grab and you grab something out of like a fridge or
No, so
like a
yeah, they have lots of those things kind of where you can go and just grab shit, but I don't eat that shit. We have many cafeterias where they actually changed it recently. I don't ever go and buy there very often because I
Right.
bring my own food most of the time.
right.
But they changed it to they don't even have like checkout people anymore. So like it used to be, you would go up to the place and it would be like a section where you could like order and people would like put the food together for you, and then you would take it and you'd pay another in the line to pay.
Yeah.
But they got rid of all the people, so now you have to like scan your own shit.
What?
Yeah, I just realized because I got lunch at work the other day.
So they got rid of everybody.
Well, they
besides
still
besides the
well,
cooks.
they still have the people who like put the food on the plates and all that shit, right?
Yeah.
But like the checkout people, they just put a little barcode on your plate, and then you have to scan it yourself and pay.
That's really weird.
Yeah,
But
I guess that makes sense.
Also
but-
smart, but also weird in a way.
so we have that,
but
and like a lot of the sometimes they'll have like guest like restaurants come in,
Oh.
so you can like go to the cafeteria and there will be like a restaurant that had brought food in and you can get.
I was thinking of
different meals.
like if I was smart for where I work, right? There's like a huge parking lot. If I made like a
got like a barbecue out there or something.
or like a breakfast, because most of the people that work there are from like midnight to like noon-ish almost, or 1 to 11 in the morning.
Oh, that's one shift.
That's one shift.
Mm-hmm.
So if you think about it, if I put something out there at like 5 o'clock in the morning and made breakfast burritos or breakfast sandwiches or whatever, I can make a killing.
Oh, you're saying like if you like had a food truck or something. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Like if a food truck did that early in the morning, if
Right.
they were willing to do that,
Right,
they can make a killing. Because
Yeah.
everybody would, like, the things that are inside my
you have, like-
lunchroom cafeteria
Do you
things-
have like a regular cafeteria where you can get like
No, there's no cafeteria. There's nothing. It's just
So it's
it's just grab and
only
goes.
grab and go.
It's just grab and go.
so like sandwiches that are packaged in little things?
Mhm.
Oh, that sucks.
it's like
you eat that every day? Most days?
Some days I do, and some days I don't.
Yeah,
some
that
days
sucks.
some days I just grab like a bag of like I'll get like a Lunchable, even though they're not that
Ugh.
great. But it's better than eating something that's like
What
a
do
sandwich
people-
with like maybe like
A little bit of
a
meat.
little bit of meat
I
and some
hate that.
cheese,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's all bread.
No, I
so
hate
it's
that.
like I'd rather as well just eat that.
What do people do for lunch? They like bring shit, or what do they like?
most people bring stuff,
Yeah.
and if you don't, you just grab something from inside there. But it's not like it's like a convenience store.
Right.
It's not.
No, right.
it-
I know what you're talking about.
It's not like it's like a sandwich in there.
yeah.
It should be the sandwich that you buy could be like $2.50. No, it's like almost $3.50, almost $4.
Oh, probably more than that.
Yeah, some of them are.
Yeah, like they're way more expensive than
Yeah.
they should be.
And then you have drinks, like everything that's inside there. Like it's a convenience store. There's nothing that's like decently
Healthy or anything?
like healthy or anything.
Mhm.
There is some healthy conscious things in there. Like they have like grapes,
They're like
cheese,
bullshit
some
healthy
meat,
things,
but it's
though.
like what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
And then sometimes you get like a grape that's like hella nasty.
Oh, yeah,
And you're like,
yeah.
what the fuck, man?
I know.
It's like this is bullshit. If
Do
they
people like you're kind of not close to a bunch of like
No.
places.
I'm by an airport.
Yeah.
And so each way
Do people, you could ever like do like one day a week. You could do a thing where you like order food from a place and they drop it off,
there's some
and so
places.
you like can all pool and pay for the delivery.
I mean,
fee and all
sometimes we
that.
get pizza,
Yeah.
but like if you take where I work, if you take 3,
It
and
takes too long to go to get
it
food.
takes too long
Yeah.
to go down there.
Mhm.
It takes about 15 minutes to get there, and it takes you 15 minutes to get back.
Mhm.
And by the time you get back, you don't have any time to eat anything. But I mean, it's fucking stupid. But
yeah.
I mean, so I've been thinking
Well,
about.
that's why I don't know. That's why
I just
I
think
like to bring my food. I
Yeah.
don't know. It's like
Well, I've been thinking about like doing kind of meal prep because my boss, he does it a lot, so he's kind of like inspiring me a little bit.
that's good.
But I'm just like make easy like quick meals for myself, I guess. More or less just like meat, potatoes, and some rice or something.
Potatoes and rice in the same meal.
Yeah, man, I like rice and potatoes.
You should do potatoes or rice.
Nah, just meat and potatoes and rice.
No vegetables.
No vegetables.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll throw in some carrots or something.
You should. Have you ever gotten into quinoa? Do you know what that is?
Is that circly rice?
Real small shit. The stuff that I have.
It's not. What's that?
I can show you when.
I think I know what you're talking about. No.
It's like a really good substitute, kind of, for rice or potatoes in a meal.
Yeah.
Kind of. It's kind of that similar texture and type of thing.
Yeah.
But it's like way better for you than those things. And like if you can get to the point where you enjoy it and you substitute it in,
Well,
it's like a
I'm
lot
pretty
better.
sure it's really good. I just don't like eating. Like I tried cauliflower rice. That
No,
shit,
no.
Ugh.
No. So
That shit
that's
was
like
disgusting.
That's like full. I'm not eating carbs at all.
Yeah.
Well,
no, no.
I get that, people who do that, but I can't. I can't stand like that shit, like cauliflower crust pizza, and like.
It's actually not bad.
Fair enough. My thing is like I get that that's way better for you, but it's like I'm just not gonna eat a lot of pizza. But when I do, I want actual pizza. Oh, the swing thing.
It's like those Ferris, like the
Yeah.
circly. Like,
I'm gonna
thing.
stop clicking on this channel because I don't want to get more recommended.
Oh, you
from
do.
Fail Army.
They're funny, man.
I'm not going to. I hate it.
No, but I understand. I think I might do something along those lines because I think it's more of a mindset that I do. Like my mom used to make like
Oh my God.
that meal for me.
That meal?
Yeah,
What
Like-
meal?
what I just described, like meat. It's like
Oh, potatoes.
it's like beef, rice, potatoes. It's just like a quick meal to make.
Yeah, but why potatoes and rice? Why not like a vegetable instead of one
Because
of
I'm
those?
Asian, man.
You guys don't eat vegetables?
No vegetables. Who fucking cares about vegetables?
You eat vegetables.
I just take my supplements to counteract that I don't eat vegetables.
But, I mean, that's, I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, that's better than nothing,
that's
but imagine if you ate real vegetables regularly.
what would happen?
You'd feel better.
You think?
Everything would be better.
You think so?
There's so many nutrients that are in like fresh vegetables.
Yeah.
Like good quality fresh produce.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
I just did.
Can we segue away from this shit? This is boring me. It's not boring me.
Last
but it could
topic.
be-
Let
it
me
could
say
be
one more thing.
before-
We can switch topics, but let me say one more thing on it. If you can figure out a way to even somewhat enjoy it, it makes it a lot easier. And it might be like too hard, and you just never will enjoy it. But like, if you can kind of
I like broccoli.
I'm not talking about eating.
Oh.
If you can find a way to not hate cooking fresh meals from scratch,
Yeah.
like
no.
it's a lot easier.
No,
Like
I
don't love
understand.
it, but I don't hate it. And it's like I can do
I
it.
think it's just. I think
If you hate it, you'll never do it. It's like
I don't hate it. I just, for me, I guess in a way, in my mind, it's just a waste of time.
no.
That's
That's
how
what
I
I'm
feel.
talking. No.
That's how I feel.
But that's what I'm talking about. If you can like get to the point where you don't hate spending an hour and a half in the evening
yeah.
cutting vegetables, peeling,
But
potatoes
it's-
and the meat, like an hour and a half,
Well,
2 hours to prep a good meal.
So hear me out.
Throw a podcast on your iPad or something like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
put
yeah.
on a thing and just like cut the vegetables, make the meal, like just watch something while you're doing it.
Well, the thing is that's
like
why.
figure out ways to make it less shitty.
Right. So what I'm saying to you is that's why I was feeling like I should do meal preps on my like day off because I have time.
Right.
The
That's
days
fair.
that I work,
That's
I
fair.
have no fucking time.
That's fair.
I don't
No.
want to do anything after I get off work. 'Cause
Try
I work
that.
12 hours
I get
a
it.
day.
I get it. Try that though.
So like those HelloFresh, those Factors, and like those like meal prep kind of where everything is already sort of done for you.
Should try to get away from those things.
I don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
I haven't done that in like months.
You know
But
how
it's kind of like that where I can just make
Yeah.
can make all the meals,
Right.
meal prep it, and then I'll just have meals for the whole
And
week.
it's a lot easier than you think. Like once you get a handful of recipes that you really
Enjoy.
like going back to,
Yeah.
like it's not hard to just rotate those.
Well, I know.
And that shit's free. You can just search on the internet recipes with these types of things. Like you'll find new. Like I've done this. I've found like recipes that I like will jot down on my notes so I have them and I make them regularly now.
Right.
Anyway, I don't.
No. That's like that's
And the
just
food's delicious because like you start to fine tune it to how you like it, and then
Yeah.
you like build your resume of like shit that you know slaps hard.
yeah. No,
And
that's
then you
what I'm
get
s-
better at doing it and cooking it, and it becomes easier and easier and easier,
Yeah.
and it becomes less of a hassle.
That's why I'm trying to get to the point where I'm doing that instead of fucking
Now this is great.
where I'm.
Terry, awareness is progress. We're making
But
progress.
don't get me
here.
wrong.
This is
Don't get-
beautiful, Terry. This is beautiful. This is a great day.
crofting me.
What?
Crofting?
Crofting?
Is it a sculpting? Sculpting
I'm
me?
sculpting you into a human.
You're sculpting me into a bright human being.
into a responsible adult.
To take care of my body a little bit more. But don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong, people. I will still eat some shit. Don't get me wrong. I will still eat some shit. But
All right, we can segue.
but it's better than like it will be better than me just eating shit all the time.
Yeah.
Dude. Okay, we're segueing, but I got to segue into my shit the other day. So I was taking a shit.
Oh God, can we go 1 week without shit talking?
We did last week.
Did we?
Yeah, we didn't talk about shit at all.
I don't know about that.
I don't know either. But I was taking a shit. So I was sitting on my toilet. You know when you get like the feeling when you need to take a shit, it's just like sitting there in your asshole? So I'm sitting there. I sit down and I take a I sit on my toilet and then I put my legs up on my squatty potty and then I sit there, I give it a little and then it goes blunk blunk and I go, "Man, that's not good."
Why?
Blunk blunk.
What's wrong with
Like
that?
kaplunk kaplunk
What's wrong
into
with
the
that?
toilet.
That's poop.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
poop
yeah.
hitting the toilet.
Yeah.
What's the problem?
So I'm like, huh. And then so after that, I felt better, right? Everybody feels better when you take a shit.
Okay.
Also took off my pants.
Okay.
Okay?
Keep going.
Then everybody in your life, everybody when they take a shit, about like 80, maybe 75% of you will, turn around, look in the toilet, and see what you did. Right? Your masterpiece.
Do you think most people look?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
Is that just because you look?
Like
Like maybe not everyone's
no,
like you.
I'm just saying as in like, I think...
I look, Terry. Most of the time.
I think... I want to say 1 in 5 people in the whole world, after they take a shit, they look at it.
You just said 75%.
I don't know. Does that
Now you're down to 20?
Oh, my bad. Can I do
Which
math?
is it, Terry? 20 or 75?
I'm going to go with 75.
So
That's a better odd.
3 out of 4 look?
Yeah, 3 out of 4. My bad. Thanks, man.
You're just saying
know.
random shit.
Kind of.
All right, what happened?
Anyways, I look around, and I look inside there, like 2 meatball-sized shits. Meatball size.
Round?
Yeah. Like little, like, big-ass, like, fucking turds. Like, this big.
Did it feel like you were really stretched out when you pooped?
Oh, yeah. And they were hard.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't touch it, but they were hard.
You could tell.
Oh, I could tell they were hard.
Well, you know how hard they are just by how it feels coming out.
Oh, dude. You're telling me. Especially when I, like, use my bidet,
Yeah.
and then I'm squirting water, and it just hurts.
Okay.
That seems like a really bad, like, ouchie. Never mind. That's like anal fissures on your butt and your anus hole.
You know, I never ever heard of anal fissures until you like said the word to me. And do you want to know how many times like you have said that word to me where I have not wanted to hear it?
Every time I say it?
Every time you say
Every
it.
time I say it? Anal fissures?
I could go the rest of my life without hearing that. And you seem to bring it up like every other time you talk about shitting.
Dude.
It's like a fetish of yours, I think.
It's not a fetish.
You talk about it a lot.
It's just like, no, I have it.
Yeah. Is that your story?
Because
is
it
that all you
hurts.
wanted to say?
Did I tell you about the time? It's another shitting story.
Oh, good. Of course
I don't
it
know
is.
why is this podcast turning into a shit story?
I don't
A
either.
shitting story.
You know why it is?
A shitty story.
Do you know why it is? Do you know why it is?
What?
Because you keep talking about it.
Yeah, but it's funny.
Terry, you can choose starting today
Not to talk about it?
to not talk about it.
Yeah, but...
You can make that is up to you, Terry. You're the master of the destiny of this topic on this
But
show.
is it funny?
It can be, but it's starting to.
Is it starting getting? Is it getting to you?
I think we've beaten the dead horse a little too much on that one.
Okay, so
Yeah.
should we segue to something else?
I think we should wind down the shit talking a little bit,
So-
at least for a while.
So give me like a number, like weeks.
12.
That's like
Let's go 3 months.
That's like 4 months.
3 months. 12 divided by 4 is 3.
Right. I was thinking of 16.
Math, bro. Science,
So you want to go? Okay. So
I want
no
you not to talk about
No shit talking until F1 starts.
it. No. 3 months is longer than when F1 is.
No, that's what we're going for. Is that okay?
I want it to be longer.
So in April.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't talk about shit until April.
I don't know. Can you? We'll see.
What do I get out of it? A shit story afterwards?
Satisfaction that this whole show isn't about talking about poop
Poop?
and toilets.
I feel like a lot of time is spent on poops and toilets. I think a lot of ideas.
Did anything else exciting happen in your life besides monumental shits that we could discuss? Perhaps, Terry?
Monumental stuff that happens in my life?
Anything that's maybe more fun to discuss than how your latest bowel movement occurred?
People make me mad while I drive. It happened on the way here.
Again?
Yeah, but worse, really bad.
Yeah.
So you know,
Bad enough to tell the story again.
bad enough to let people know that old people should stop driving.
I feel like you've touched on this at least once before.
A lot more.
How you feel about old people?
Yeah,
driving.
they should probably take a test at 60.
Oh, to keep the drivers?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
But no,
How are they going to get around if they don't have a license, though?
public transportation, Uber,
Oh, but we don't want to see that.
Lyft.
You just see buses go by with a bunch of old people on it.
It'll be called like old. It'll be like
I'm
it'll be like
all for-
senior citizen public transportation. It's only old people.
I'm all for old people like still having independence by being able to drive themselves. Like I hate seeing it when like old people are stuck at home because
Dude,
they don't have a license and
no,
they're
no,
like
no,
relying on. I hate seeing that.
I get that. I understand.
Like I'm
it.
for them being able to get out and about
Yeah,
when they
I
want
agree.
to for as long as possible.
I agree, but
I'm stating it on this episode.
I am pro old people.
I am pro getting old and slowing down and all the old shit. Old people. I'm pro old
There's
people.
two things that happen. I'm going to tell each and every one of you. If you get onto an on-ramp, speed the fuck up. Don't be going fucking 40 onto a 60-mile-an-hour freeway in a fucking Tesla, you piece of shit. Yes. It was an old man in a white
Tesla?
fucking Tesla going hella fucking slow. Stop that shit. You can go like 120 miles an hour and get on that freeway. Hella quick. Just fucking go. That's one. Two, if you're taking a left turn... Oh, did you drip?
No, I almost did though.
So, you know what I'm talking about. The 2-lane left turn lane to going to your house. If you were in the...
Hey. That's always a shit show. There's no hope.
Dude,
for that. There's no hope. It's always a shit show.
It was bad. Like, this person sucked dick. Like, it could have been, like, rear-ended city over there. Like, people just ramming each other. This motherfucker takes... So, there's a 2 left turn lane. So, there's an inside lane and an outside lane. I'm in the outside lane because there's only 2 people there. Most of the time, people are just trying to get on the outside to zoom past people on the inside lane.
Yeah.
Usually how it works.
Okay.
Not this motherfucker. This motherfucker decides to take the outside lane, take this left turn, hella fucking slow, then decides to stop in the middle of the road.
Like
Just completely stop. So we're in the intersection. I'm in the intersection, completely stopped. Because I have no idea what the fucking front car is doing.
Hold on. They stopped. They came to a complete stop like right after they got finished with the turn.
Yes. They completely fucking stopped.
Whoa.
And I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? And then
Why did they? Was there something in the road?
I have no idea. Like, I can't see because the car that's in front of me is a big SUV.
Oh, I see.
So I can't see anything. So then we keep creeping, just like slowly creeping. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh.
Just kept creeping. And so I'm looking in my side mirror to make it so, like, eventually get a gap so I can just go around this fucking SUV and this fucking whatever car in front of it. Then...
Were they turning right? Right? Because, there's those right
Yes.
turns right there?
They were turning right.
Oh.
But they stopped. I have no idea why they stopped.
Oh.
So then I had to, like, wedge myself, click the, your blinker, turn the left blinker on, just fucking gunned it to get
How
around.
long were they stopped before they made the right turn?
After the light turned?
Well,
No.
No, you said they turned left and then they stopped
Yeah.
right before they made that little right turn into those side streets. How long were they stopped before they got out of the way?
30 seconds.
No. That's not right. There's no way no.
So,
That-
what?
There's no way it was 30
So
seconds.
when I'm going down the 2-lane left lane, I take the outside lane.
I know, Terry.
So
I'm
halfway
with you.
down the road, the light turns green.
Yeah.
So by the time I hit the white line that you stop at, they're already car front is already stopped.
Okay.
And I'm coming around I'm just trying to get past people because I'm an angry old man.
Yeah.
And then I fucking stop. And they were there for probably a good let's say 5-10 seconds.
I think 30 was an exaggeration.
Then there's another 5 seconds of us, maybe 5 to 10 seconds
Did anyone
more
honk or
of
tell them to
creeping.
get the fuck out of the way?
No, because people in Washington know how to use the fucking horn.
Did you honk? Should have.
I should have. I didn't. Because I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, they didn't.
Well, obviously. I hate people.
Well, that's
My blood pressure is really high now. I think people that can't drive should go fuck themselves. Yes. They should go fuck themselves.
Okay.
Learn how to drive. You've been driving, if you realize it, you've been driving since you were 15. If you're 55,
Do you know this?
that's 40 fucking
so
years.
this person who stopped was in a Tesla and is old?
Oh no, that was a different person. That was the on ramp guy.
Oh, so you actually don't know who the person was stopped or they
No,
were
I
or
couldn't
not.
make it out because I was already pissed off.
So when you got through the light, did you have to go around them into the left lane
So I went into the left lane, yeah,
to get around them?
to get around the SUV and that car.
So you even went around them in the left lane after you'd made the light, and they were still there.
I took a left, and by the time that I was in this other lane, they were just taking the right. But it was like I want to take this right at 2 miles an hour, right? It's like Monaco. It was like a Monaco left around, I forgot what it's called.
Yeah, that really tight one.
Yeah, I forgot what it's called. Like It's like after Casino.
Okay.
But, there's F1 reference. But it's like that. That makes me mad. I'm heated. I'm heated now. This motherfucker got me all riled up. I don't even know who they are. You piece of shit.
I obviously, because I live where I live,
I'm really spruced up.
I take that that route that you're describing.
Normally, every lot.
Well, a lot. Let's say more than you. Is that
Yes.
fair?
Yes.
And you seem to have like way more instances at that location of anger than I do. Like you always describe all these horror situations, and I'm like, I never see that.
Because the time that you drive them, there's no one there.
Oh no, sometimes there's people there for sure. I never get run into this where it's
Really?
like this violent hatred situation you describe.
Really?
Yeah.
I think you're just going at the wrong time, and I'm just going at the right time where all the people are dumb. But also, when I do come over to your house, it is on a Sunday. And old people go to church on Sundays. And
You somehow timed it just
and
right.
sometimes I time every old person wants to either A, drive slow, which is okay.
They're going to Denny's after church.
Yeah, which is all right. Or
Oh, they changed the Elmer's into a Denny's.
that's bullshit.
Yeah. It's like legit Denny's now.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
Want to go?
Remember how it was closing the last time we were there or something? We saw the sign
that
on the
was
door.
like the last.
It was a
like
long
the
time
last
ago,
week,
but
yeah.
like it's got full Denny's everything on it, and it's open as a
God.
Denny's now.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
God.
stupid.
It's stupid as fuck. And that place was nice too. But now it turned into a fucking Denny's.
Nicer than you typically think of like a Denny's building.
What's going to be nicer than a Denny's building? Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But there's two things. A, old people can drive slow. That's fine. Just move the fuck over. But people, when you're taking any turns, a left or a right into a road,
Commit.
don't fucking put your blinkers on. Like, all you need is 100 feet, 200 feet. Flick that shit on at 200 feet. If you can't gauge it, you're fine. Use a marker. Every time I come to your house, like over here, there's a marker that I use to flip on my lights. My blinkers. Every time.
That's nice.
I flick that shit on every time for them.
Okay. Turning
And
right in my
turning
neighborhood.
Right. Yeah. I click that shit on. I indicate that I'm taking a right, and I'm committing to that right.
Okay.
Don't fucking put them on and go like 8 driveways down. Like they flick the right blinker on, and it's like driveway. It's like but they're gapped. They're in between. It's like 100 yards or like 100
They
feet
flick
between
their-
each
they flick-
driveway.
They flick their turn signal on, and then they've got like 8 choices, and
Yeah.
they don't choose any of them.
Yeah, and they're like the last house.
Yeah.
It's like just put them on at the last house. Don't fucking like.
Because then you don't know where they're actually going.
Yeah, it's like now, why are we still going 60 miles an hour? Well, I'm not 60 miles an hour. It's like 50 miles an hour. Why are we still going 50 miles an hour? And then you have your blinker on. And then all of a sudden it's just brake.
Do you ever think you'll be able to like experience these things driving and then get to your destination and just let it go?
Yeah, every time.
But I mean, like,
But it's more. But
Maybe-
it's like when I get here.
oh, you know what I think it is? I think perhaps I run into situations like you're describing more than I realize. I just don't even register it because it's like not worth my time to think about. Maybe that's what it is.
Maybe. But that's not true because when we were down in Florida, you had some fucking road rage.
But this is not, you're not describing road rage. First of all, I did not have road rage. And second of all, you're not describing road rage. You're
I'm not
describing
describing-
like shitty driving.
Right.
Like
so
incompetent
in
driving.
reality, you were talking about shitty driving down there as well. In a way.
Partly because I wanted to have fun. It was kind of just to have fun, right?
Yeah. I agree. I agree with that.
It wasn't because I was genuinely angry. I was just trying to have a good time.
Really?
Yeah.
I love having good times.
I don't get angry about people driving anymore. Like at all.
Well, obviously,
I just realized that, as you say, some people are fucking idiots.
Yes.
And that's just life.
I think it's not.
And that's going to be true whether or not I'm mad or not.
I don't think it's not the case that I hate people. It's the case that I hate dumb people. In a way. Like, if you know how to drive correctly, you can do a lot of things correctly in life. I don't drive right because I sit in the left lane going 66 miles an hour. And people are like on my ass.
At least you recognize it.
But
at least you admit it.
I admit it. But
I'm going to clip this and take it to the police.
But it
and get you in
also
trouble.
brings me enjoyment, pissing people off.
You're like, but it more than makes up for it in my enjoyment of it. Yeah, that's asshole shit.
Because when people,
that would be okay if you did it like once.
Oh no,
and had fun. But the fact that you make it like an actual policy every time you drive, that's what's
it's a policy.
That's not a good thing.
Hey, I'm just trying to pass this person
No,
on the
you're not.
right hand side.
Nope.
Sometimes.
Nope, you're not. You're just being a dick.
You
know what? Fuck you. Fuck you and all your like self-righteous bullshit about these people that you just dealt with. You're worse.
No, I'm not.
Everything you do is just as shitty.
No, it's not.
It is.
How?
Fuck you.
Explain yourself.
I just did.
How?
You're describing these guys making
There's
slow decisions and not turning or
no,
stopping.
No.
You're doing it on purpose. They're
that's on
probably
the
old and
freeway.
stupid. You're doing it on fucking purpose. You piece of human garbage.
No, that's on the freeway.
Fuck you.
When I drive in the city,
No.
I do my job.
No.
Yes. It's only on the freeway
Oh,
when I'm an
only an
asshole.
asshole on the freeway on purpose.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they're only assholes in the city on purpose. What makes you better than them?
Everything.
You know, this is so rich. You talking about this because you truly are a piece of garbage when it comes to highway driving.
Is it?
And you do it on purpose. That's what's shitty about this.
Is it?
You know better.
Do I?
Yeah.
How so?
Fuck you. You know better. Ow. I just pulled my mic up. That's a wild looking fish.
Oh shit! Did you break it?
No, I don't think so.
I wouldn't say that I'm a terrible. I could say that what I do is being like
Shitty. It's shitty thing to do.
But
I like it, so I'm gonna do it.
but it brings me
Fucking-
enjoyment.
Maybe
I remember a
the
time,
person turning right stopped and drove hella slow because it brings them what?
joy,
Enjoyment.
or
So you can go fuck yourself.
they're assholes.
Are you an asshole, Terry?
Yeah,
Okay, as long as you recognize it.
I could be an asshole. I remember one time where I was driving home and someone cut me off, and then I scared the shit out of him because I had so he cuts me off. So there's not like a big gap. It was like what like you did in your 3,000 like inches, right? You know when you gap.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's okay. These are all fictional stories. Wait.
Except for Terry's, he's about to tell the truth.
No, these are all fictional stories. I don't do these things. That's illegal. Anyways, someone cut me off, and I was driving my Subaru at the time, my 2002, I think. The white, the silver hatchback. You remember that car?
No.
You don't remember my silver hatchback?
No memory.
Really?
Too bad.
That's so sad. Wait, how many WXs have I had? I had 3. Anyways, so someone cuts me off, and I have hella
Like on the
tones.
highway or what?
On the highway, yeah. Someone cuts me off. So it's where, I don't know how far. Yeah, it was whatever. Where the shipyard is, where it goes down and across like the bridge into, like, where it merges together. But back in the day, it used to merge before then into one.
Okay.
So now it's 2 all the way down and whatever.
Okay.
But so he cuts me off when we're coming around there, and I know it's already busy, like traffic wise. So I was already like slowing down a little bit.
Okay.
So he cuts me off, and so I'm like, man, this is a piece of shit. So I honk my horn, but I have helitones in there, so they're not.
What's a helitone, Terry?
Helitones are not normal horns.
So a helitone is a horn?
a horn.
It's a car horn?
It's a car horn.
Okay.
They're called helitones.
It's a car horn that's called helitones.
helitones.
Okay.
It is not a normal horn.
What is it,
Normal
Terry? What
horns
is it,
are
what
like,
is it like, Terry?
They're like, instead of horns, they're like, this one's like, I'm not going to do it because it would probably hurt your ears. It's like 30 times louder than that shit.
30 times louder, Terry?
Yeah, you tell me more.
Is that an exaggeration or the truth?
That is pretty much the truth. They're pretty loud.
That's an exaggeration.
No, they're
folks.
really loud.
Not 30 times, folks.
20 times?
Maybe like
Call
maybe
me
like
out.
twice as loud as a normal horn.
I would say 3 times, 4 times louder.
So less than 30 times more?
Yeah.
Okay, go on.
Man, you really call me on my bullshit.
Yeah, because it's so extravagant. 30 times louder?
Wait, it's a good story.
I
It's a good story.
you have to, like...
I can't
You can tell a story without blowing it so out of proportion.
Am I
You
lulling
can
him
blow
into
it
a
out of
false
pro-
sense of security?
You can blow it out of proportion a little bit. Just don't do it so out of proportion.
So what do you want me to say?
Tell the fucking truth.
Okay. Is it like... Okay, it's like 5% louder than a normal horn. I give it that. That's my honest opinion.
5% louder? So not even 2 times as loud?
Yeah, no, 5 times louder than a normal horn. I didn't say 5 times.
You said 5% louder.
God damn it. You're a
Did
piece
you
of
know?
shit.
Did you know twice as loud is 100 times more is louder?
No, really?
Math.
Tell me more.
Science, bitch. Science, bro, bitch.
Well, we can look it up afterwards, and then we can see if I'm
I
right
already
or wrong.
told you the right answer.
2 times?
Oh, you want to like look up the product that you purchased and put in your car?
Yeah.
Hey, we're not doing that,
Why not?
guys. It's stupid and a waste of time. Tell your story. Finish your story.
You
You honked at a guy and he got mad.
You make me mad. You make me so mad. you make me so mad that I still love you enough that I really want to punch you in the balls.
I told you last week. This is the year of me calling out your bullshit.
I really want to like.
Even though I'm going to title the episode "The Year of Healthy Life Choices Begins," not the year of calling out Terry's bullshit begins.
Why don't you just do that?
Change it to that.
Yeah, why don't you just change it? Because technically you've been calling out my bullshit for the last 2 weeks.
And I will continue to do so.
Does that mean I can do the? Can I reiterate it to you?
Reiterate what to me?
I don't know. That's language. Can I do the same thing to you?
Call my bullshit?
Yeah.
You can try.
Can I win?
Terry, you can say whatever you want on this podcast. How about that?
But you're gonna call me on my bullshit though.
Correct.
So, anyways, this guy cuts me off. So I honk my horn.
Yeah, anything you exaggerate on that's like untrue and obviously untrue, I'm gonna fucking say it. So fucking tread carefully.
Oh man, I'm fucked up now.
If the story's good, there's no reason to embellish so much.
It's not
Don't
embellishment.
be like fucking Bert Kreischer who like embellishes everything.
But that's who I am.
Tell the story and tell the truth. If you can embellish and get away with it and me not catch it, then you can get away with it.
Oh, that's my goal for this year.
You have to just thread that needle.
I gotta throw the needle now.
Yeah.
So, anyways, this is not even like a great story because it kind of just turned. It kind of just turned into like a
Another day, just another day. Oh, you mean your life's not that interesting when you can't lie?
I'm not lying. I mean, it's like the whole
Finish the story.
The whole story is true. It's just the parts that I over exaggerate when Michael's terms
Are not true.
are not true. But the horn is true though. They are called helitones.
And you honked.
And I honked.
Okay.
He had no idea that I was gonna honk. I scared the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Like he's driving a piece of shit like white, like 90s Corolla.
Mm-hmm.
But you can see like in his car he's focused, and I honked the horn at him.
He's focused.
I mean, like he's focused. I mean, you got to brake and you got to turn. And
So
you
he
gotta...
so he had 2 hands on the steering wheel, and let me guess, he was looking forward.
Correct.
So focused.
So focused.
Okay, got it.
So he's focused, and I honk my horn, and it's loud. Okay, it's like 2 times as loud as a normal horn.
Okay.
Is that good enough for you?
Sure.
You piece of shit.
I don't care.
And then so you see him in the car.
Jump.
Yeah, he just goes like that,
Oh,
and then he
You could visually see him make a little jump.
yeah, he like jumps. So he still has one hand on the steering wheel, but you can see him just go
Get startled.
like startled, and then he turns around, and you see him yelling
flip you off?
cuss words at me, and then flip me off.
Oh.
But then he's not paying attention. I'm paying attention to the car in front of him.
Have you crashed?
Almost.
Oh.
He like turns around at the right time and then he brakes really hard, but I'm already backed up enough so I don't hit him. But it was pretty funny.
That's wonderful.
So when I had those Helitones, it was nice to use your horn.
Why don't you put Helitones in your new car?
Don't give me good ideas.
Don't give me violent ideas.
Because that's going to be hella funny. Because just imagine like your horn is just like meh, and my horn's like meh.
But it's higher pitched, not lower pitched, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to blow out people's ears.
I got you.
But it's like
It almost be hard
significantly a little bit louder.
It almost be hard to make the noise with your mouth. It's so weird. No, it's like higher pitch than that. It's closer to that actually. I think it is, right?
You want to try it? We can go get horns.
Let's not.
Air horns. Yeah. Want to do air
I don't
horns?
have any air horns.
We can buy some.
Okay, go buy some.
And then I can honk. And so instead of using
Honk, no. When you leave here on your way home, go to the store, buy an air horn, and you can just hold it out your window of your car and blow it at people.
just have it down by my door, and they're not moving.
Roll your window
Roll
down,
my window.
stick it out, and go.
That'd be hella funny.
Do that when you get mad at
Oh,
people.
sorry.
I just want to fuck you.
Really?
That's gay.
That's not straight.
We're both men.
We're
We're both. What's the word? Curious. I'm not gay. I'm not gay or straight. I'm curious.
I just love how it goes. You just go, what is it called? Curious. It was just like the odd, curious. We're curious.
I'm not homophobic. I'm homo curious.
Oh my god. I just smacked myself on my microphone.
I'm a straight man who's not homophobic.
I'm a straight man.
I'm a straight man who's homo curious.
I'm homo curious.
Hey.
How you doing?
I'm a straight man who's homo
That's
curious.
really funny.
Hey.
That's really funny that you bring it up because there's a new season of Letterkenny that came out, and there's a whole
11.
yes. How do you know?
YouTube.
Do you watch it?
No, I just saw a video that said season 11 promotion or something like that.
But so it's like there's an episode where it's a preacher, but he's also gay, and then two gay guys that are go to the gym a lot, so they're like gym gay guys essentially, but they're married.
Cool.
And then there's two straight guys, but the preacher that is gay doesn't say he's gay. He says he's what's the fucking...
Curious.
I guess
he's like
he's not curious, but
yeah.
he's like what is so wrong about searching a guy with a big dick and tiny hole, and there's and then the two other ones are like there's nothing wrong with that, whatever you want.
I get it.
And then it's like what's wrong with searching two muscular men with big dicks with a tiny hole? And they're like, that's good. It just keeps going on like that. But then after all that's going on, we're like, are you gay? And he's like, no. He just pulls out a magazine that
He's just homo comfortable.
right.
Ah.
Ah.
It's not the word he used, but that's a good way to describe it.
Homo comfortable.
Homo comfortable.
But no, then he opens this magazine, which is just a porno magazine of gay
dudes.
men.
Yeah.
That are ripped.
Yeah.
And he just keeps showing because he wants to get ripped like that.
He's using it as like a goal for his personal physical goals. But it's just naked dudes.
It's like Phobo or Phobo or whatever.
Yeah. It's a real magazine.
It's just a gay magazine.
Oh.
It's just a bunch of men that are just like
gay Playboy.
It's
type
just
thing.
but it's just like Letterkenny style of shit. It's a funny show. I recommend it.
Hell yeah, brother.
But I watched that last night with James, and it was just this is the weirdest shit ever, but it's funny as hell. In a way. How's your Abigail Gore? That wasn't a stroke.
My what?
Let's go with your Arbeg. Is it Arbeg?
My what?
Is it Arbeg?
You saw me pour it.
I saw it, but doesn't mean is it Lefroy?
Yeah.
Lefrug. It's Lefrug.
Lefrug.
It's Lefrug.
Lefrug.
It's Lefrug.
Lefrug.
I was watching a show.
Hello, Governor.
No, I was watching The Mummy.
Which one? The original?
The one with Brandon Fraser, not the original one. There's another one.
Brendan Fraser is the original.
I heard that there's a different one. That's
No, Brendan Fraser is the original Mummy.
There's another Mummy.
No, there was like 2 like with Brendan Fraser like originals
3,
a long time
actually.
ago. Was there 3 with him?
Yeah, I bought the trilogy.
Okay.
But-
But there's a new one without
there-
him though, with Tom Cruise.
That one I did not see, but someone was telling me that I said, yeah, I watched The Mummy the other day, and like, which one, the Brendan Fraser one or the other one with the other person? I don't know what it was.
Tom Cruise, I think.
No, not Tom Cruise. It was like a different name, like
Really?
different from Tom Cruise and Brendan Fraser.
I'm not aware of such a movie.
Same.
Okay.
Anyways,
But you watched the Brendan Fraser
but
one?
I bought the trilogy and
Which one of the trilogy were you watching?
the first one.
Okay.
I'm gonna watch the second one later this week. Yeah. Anyways,
Oh, you could add that to your list of things you like to do for relaxing time.
watching movies,
Yeah.
watching old movies,
And for the people listening, I should mention, like, that's one other big difference between you and me is, like, you, like, for watching shows and movies and shit, you like to go back and watch, like, old classic movies.
Yep.
Like, a lot.
Yep.
It seems like.
Yep.
And whereas I'm more like, almost never do I want to go, like, rewatch an old show or movie. Like, ever.
Yeah.
Like, if I've seen it,
like
I don't want to
watching-
ever watch it again.
I love watching.
You know, mostly.
Yeah. I love watching old movies and old shows.
I know. I just want to mention
They're
it for the
just,
fans
like,
because they've
if
never
I
heard
could,
this.
Actually, I don't know. I don't know what like streaming provider it's on, but I'd love to watch Firefly.
What?
Firefly.
Before that. Extreme, it's what's on? You said
I
something
switched
else.
streaming service.
Oh, I thought you were saying a show name.
No. What streaming service? It is on.
It used to be on Netflix.
I would love to watch Firefly,
It used to be on Netflix.
but it's only one season.
Correct.
But it was like I remember coming
Oh,
over
that
to
was
your
a
house.
great show.
I remember watching
Yeah,
it with
great
you like
show.
one episode,
Yeah.
and I was like,
That
dude,
was
this
a great
shit's
show.
awesome. But it
Great
was like
show.
towards the end of the season.
Yeah, it was a great show. Is it still on Netflix? I know it was. I think that's where I watched it.
I don't know. But anyways, so I'm watching The Mummy,
Mm-hmm.
and they're over by the what's the something death, the Temple of Death, the Dome of Death, the Triangle of Death. Sounds like wrestling moves.
Or is it that place at the end of the movie that like crumbles?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's something death.
Okay. I forget what it's called.
Yeah, me too. Even though I just watched it the other day.
We could get into canning. That could be a hobby.
That sounds like a very fun thing that we can do, and also it could be a sling.
That's a
day
meal
term.
prep thing, Terry. You could get into canning, and you could take a meal in a can to work. That's actually good, healthy. I don't want to disrupt your thing, but it kind of like flows with the flow of the episode.
Yeah, but that's a lot of work.
Okay.
Is it a lot of work? Because you have to put like vinegar and shit in it, and I don't like doing that.
No, you don't. You do not. And the reason is because they're pressure canned. You don't have to use vinegar. You literally put the ingredients in the can.
I know,
in the
and
thing,
then you stick it in boiling water.
and it boiling water, and it vacuum seals. So you do not have to have vinegar, and it'll stay good.
Interesting.
Maybe it's above and beyond for what you're going for. Probably is. I just wanted to mention it.
Thanks, man.
You can
I
go on with
appreciate
your
it.
story.
I don't
Mummy?
even remember. Oh, yeah.
The
yeah,
Mummy?
Yeah, they're at the part where they just found like the book, the book of the dead.
Oh,
They just found the book of the dead, and then
Has the bald guy come yet?
The bald guys. Which one? What bald guy?
In the first one, isn't the bad guy a bald guy?
The
Mummy?
the
He's a bald
priest.
guy.
The priest. He's the priest.
No.
Yeah. The bad guy in the Mummy is a priest. Is in love with the emperor's daughter, Anaxunamun.
He's a priest? I thought
He's
he was
a
just
priest. He was a high priest.
Oh, but it's the Mummy who's the bald guy, right?
The Mummy is the priest.
Oh, I didn't realize he was a priest. Or I
Yeah.
forgot he's a priest. Okay.
And so they were at the point where they just fought off the people that are protecting the temple or whatever you want to call it. I don't know what it's called. A crypt? Crypt? I don't know.
I can't remember.
But to get to the story, and this is taking forever, he was drinking, like after the fight, he was drinking
Scotch?
He was drinking scotch, but
Probably Macallan.
it wasn't Macallan. It was something different. It was something, yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I was just like...
I'm looking it up.
Because he said... I don't know
Wait,
if
this is the first one?
This is the first one. He said something along the lines of something different than Macallan. But I don't remember what it was.
I think I remember this.
I want to say it was Lefroy.
Unlikely, but I believe it.
It started with an L, but I don't really remember. But it was... Like, they were drinking it, obviously. But then I found out that, so in the trilogy, they replace the original Evie with someone else in the third movie. In the third trilogy with Brendan Fraser, which was shot in 2008.
I never saw it.
Neither did I.
I only saw like the classic ones. If
the first two.
Oh, what's her? She's married to Daniel Craig, the actress who plays Evie.
Rachel Weisz.
Yeah, that's it. If she's not, They replaced her. That's bullshit.
So they replaced her.
They can't replace her.
Well, no, because she's
like the main character.
Well,
one of the
she stepped aside because she didn't want to do it because their child in the movie was like 10,
mm-hmm.
and it skipped it like 10 years, and now he's like he's like an adult, like doing what his parents did, and she didn't like the
plot or
the
story.
plot of the story of her child being 10 years older and being an adult.
So she didn't do it.
So she didn't do it. And also she said something along the lines of she didn't want to be far away from her child that she just had, even though she shot like 3 movies. So it makes kind of like no sense. But I don't remember what scotch they drank in, or whiskey, or whatever it was in. It was when no, this is before the Book of the Dead.
But this was the first Mummy for 100%.
This is the 100% the first movie.
This is gonna drive me crazy. I'm gonna want to know.
I mean, I can pull it up really fast. I have the movie.
I'm just searching it. The Mummy Scotch scene.
I'm
not gonna find it.
I can pull it up after we're done.
Yeah, fuck.
But yeah, I do really enjoy old movies and shows, but I don't think we need to go on this because I think.
Oh yeah, she was a smoke show in like the first one.
Dude, she was fucking banging.
1999, I think, was when the first one came out.
Yeah, and the other one was like in the early 2000s.
Okay.
And then the last one is in like 2008.
Yeah, she was a fucking smoke show.
She was hot.
Well, she still is hot.
She still is hot.
She's aged well.
Yeah.
Did Brendan Fraser though? Not
Dude,
so much.
He got fat.
And he lost his hair.
Yeah, but I mean,
that sucks. He was a fucking. I'm gonna say this and it's gonna sound gay.
No.
Brendan Fraser was also a smoke show in the first Mummy.
Yes.
He was a hot man.
Oh yeah.
She aged well. Him not so much.
Well, I think probably because that he's playing a different role, and he's not that. He's big. He's a big boy.
He got fat, like regular fat, not like movie fat.
Yeah.
He got fat just in regular life, and he lost his hair.
Yeah.
Because in the Mummy, the first one, he was like thin, good-looking guy, luscious locks.
And the second one, same thing.
No, I know. I'm
the
saying,
third
but like
one,
now,
I don't know. I haven't watched the third one. I'll let you know about the third one. But yeah, no, I really enjoy those movies for some reason. Like those,
me and Greg used to love them. We used to watch them all the time and fucking love that shit.
Those like
and the Scorpion King. Do you ever watch the Scorpion King with a rock?
Dude, that was so cheesy.
Me and Greg used to love that movie. We watched that too.
That movie was
I have so many memories of like growing up, like being young and shit, and watching those.
I watched those movies.
Hell yeah.
I like the Scorpion King.
Hell yeah.
It was really weird because I watched it and I'm like, man, this is so cheesy. But sometimes cheesy movies are actually really good movies.
Yeah.
If you think of like Tokyo Drift, cheesy movie.
Every Fast and Furious is cheesy.
But that one's
They're fucking great.
But that one's a little bit more cheesy.
Tokyo Drift is more cheesy?
Yeah. I think. But also, I think that
they're all cheesy.
Tokyo Drift is like one of the best Fast and the Furious movies that they made.
Bing, 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 bing. It's one of the best. Is it the best though?
I don't know. I can't rank any of. If I had to rank the 10 movies that they have, do they have 10?
No,
9.
There's
they have
9.
They're close to 10.
I think the 10. They are making another one.
Oh yeah, they're going up to like 100.
They are making a 10th.
No, they're going to 100.
Oh, who's the new one? The new actor who came in for the new one? I think
John
I saw.
Cena.
No, he's already been in it. There's a new person. Fast 10.
That's insane to me. That
cast.
how it started, how it originally started, was great.
Jason Momoa.
Oh my god.
He's joining for 10.
Oh my god.
So it's still gonna have like Jason Statham and John Cena. I think.
Yeah, because they replaced Brian with Jason Statham.
Jason Momoa, it looks like, and Brie Larson is also going to be in it.
Oh my god.
What? Not Wonder Woman. What's her character name?
She's one.
Captain Marvel.
She's Captain Marvel.
So that chick is also going to be joining. It looks like.
Oh my god.
So Jason Momoa and her look to be both joining.
So stupid.
That's funny.
So fucking stupid.
That's great.
That's so. God, I haven't. So I remember.
boy.
I remember watching 8. I've never watched it in mine. Like I never watched it. I said I was never ever gonna watch another one.
You haven't seen 8 or 9?
I've seen 8.
Oh, okay.
So
8 was the one they work on the snow,
Submarine that came out of the water.
in the ice, driving on the ice in the
Yeah.
snow. Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
Have you not seen 9?
No.
Tej and Roman get in a car with rockets strapped to it and go into space.
Oh really? Well, really now?
It's so fucking bad.
Really now?
It's bad.
How does that even happen?
It's not real. It's
You
not
know what
possible.
else wasn't real about that movie? When Dom and someone else is in the like 3 other people are in the car.
Yeah, and they're like
chasing
flying
after
through
his
the air or
brother,
something.
and they driving, and the bridge breaks, and somehow they keep going up the bridge.
yeah.
How is that physics?
Uh-huh.
Where's I don't know what the fuck's going on. But I'm watching 7.
Yeah.
No, 6. 7 was a better one, I would say.
You know, it's funny because remember when we used to like watch. So 5 was probably. I actually classify 6 as maybe the last like classic one.
I agree.
But it's funny because now I look back at 6 and 7, which aren't as good as the early ones, obviously.
Yep.
But I look at those and I'm like, oh, those were so good compared to 8 and 9. Because 8 and 9 are like, jump the fucking shark. They're like way overboard, dude.
100%.
It's too much.
I'm watching
Giant ass planes, tanks, it's too much. It's
giant
too
ass
much.
submarine that comes out of nowhere.
It's too much.
So I'm watching.
And they have to up the ante every time.
Oh yeah.
So it's got just more
Next
and more
one, they're gonna go to
absurd.
fucking Mars.
Yeah.
They're gonna fly. They're gonna fly.
It's gonna be like The Expanse. They're gonna be in spaceships like fighting.
They're gonna have speed rockets.
Yeah.
Or like speed spaceships that they're gonna
Yeah.
fly. See if the
and they're gonna have
fastest-
super spoilers on them. Fucking great.
Dude. No. So I'm watching. I'm sitting with James, Nicole, Greg, and
Watching it?
We're smoking hookah and watching. We're like, what do you guys want to do? We're like, let's watch a movie. And I was like, I've never seen Fast 8. Anybody else want to watch it?
Oh,
And
this is when you watched Fast 8?
This is how I've watched Fast
Okay.
8. And they're like, yeah,
That's a long time ago.
Let's watch Fast 8. I'm like,
Wait, how long ago did Fast 8 come out?
don't care. That's a helicopter.
But this is like years
Damn, that's
ago.
loud.
This is like years ago when you watched
This
it?
is like maybe a
It's
year
gotta
ago.
be a year. Oh, only
Maybe
one?
a year ago. Yeah, it took me that long to watch it.
No, it's longer than that.
No, it was about a year ago. 2 years ago?
It's longer.
It was 2 years ago because I didn't have a child. 2 years
Well, I
ago.
was going to say, it had to have been more than one because
Yes, I understand. Of the child.
of the partaking in the...
The sex.
No.
Consummation.
You're not getting what I'm
Consuming.
saying. Never mind.
Wait, what do you... Can you tell me
It couldn't
after?
have been 1 year ago because if you were smoking hookah and watching it, it could not have been 1 year ago.
Why?
If the people who you said were there were there.
I'm not tracking.
I know.
Can you tell me afterwards?
I will.
Okay. But anyways, so we're sitting in the library smoking hookah, and then we're watching the movie. The first fucking scene where they're in like Cuba or some shit. Is it Cuba?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, the beginning of
just
8.
like, here you can use like, if I like Dom's like, if I
Or I thought the beginning of 7 was in Cuba.
no 6 8. I'm talking about 8.
Was the beginning of 8 in Cuba?
Wait, what's the fucking what am I talking about? Which one's 6 was the one where
In London.
what's 7? 7's the one where
Airplane.
was that when
Brian left.
Brian died?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm 8.
8.
So 8.
So the beginning of 8 was when he raced in Cuba.
Yeah.
And the cars exploded.
But
At the end.
he's losing somehow, and then all of a sudden he turns his car into, he puts it in reverse and wins.
I remember. Yeah. Is that 8?
Like he's racing against like Hector, or not Hector, but Jimi Hendrix. Not Jimi Hendrix.
Oh my God.
Hendrix? I think it's Hendrix, the black guy.
Yeah.
I think it's him, but he's racing against. He's like, if I win, I get your car, and if you win, you get my car. Kind of bullshit. but like it's that white old like car or whatever, and Dom's like racing, and somehow he loses like first like all his gears, his forward gears. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then he's like, "Watch this, bitches!" And then he turns it around, fucks and throws it in reverse, and then he's going like 80 miles an hour. Like, how is that?
No, I know.
Like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, it was Cuban race at the beginning of Fast 8.
Yeah, makes no fucking sense to me.
Yeah, that's funny.
And then so I'm like, okay. So this entire time while I'm watching this, and I go, hey, I just want you to know, guys, I'm going to make fun of this movie the entire time. And that's what I did. The entire time.
Well, it's become a fucking meme, a joke. Like,
But there was a scene where someone was sniping something from like afar.
Yeah.
And then like,
My balls are sticking to my leg.
oh yeah, you probably should. Yeah, stand up. Oh, wiggle it out. Wiggle it, yeah, shake a little bit. No, just touch your balls.
Oh, it just dropped. My balls like.
Oh, that was good.
I stood up and
my balls
like
just dropped.
I stood up.
My balls were hot. Why'd you take off your pants? Because my balls were hot.
No, I stood up and like they just slowly like unpeeled from my leg and like fell down to their normal resting place. It was so satisfying. Oh my god.
That's
No, that's the name of the episode. My balls just dropped. My balls dropped.
My balls just dropped. But no, it's just like the entire. I don't know. There's like some stupid like scenes in that movie.
But no, it's not. It's
My
not
balls
a.
dropped.
It's not a racing franchise anymore.
No.
It's all it is now
Is action-packed.
just an absurd action spectacle. That's all it is now. It's not
With
meant to be about
somewhat
cars.
nice cars and a little bit of know what racing.
Barely.
It's like it's only the first scene that does like the original racing of the movie.
And then every other scene, they're all driving like fucking
Tanks.
Challengers on big ass mud wheels, driving in the jungle. Like, what the fuck?
Why?
Why? Just drive a fucking Jeep or something. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just mind-boggling to me. But the entire time I'm watching, it's like you have a Lamborghini. You have a Lamborghini chasing the fucking submarine.
Yeah. It's a bit much.
What?
Well, no.
On a ice. On
ice? I love that reaction. What?
On ice?
What? No, it's everyone had the fucking like ice vehicle except for the Roman. He was driving a Lamborghini with regular tires. What?
On ice?
What?
What?
I'm gonna be loud. Sorry, folks.
God.
What? Are we done?
If you want to be.
Are you going to disc today?
I mean, I'm going to be
too
late no
late
matter
now.
what anyways.
It's too late
Is
now.
it raining still?
Probably is here. No?
It's not raining. Maybe
Yeah, I thought it was
go.
supposed to like stop by now.
I think it stopped already. I think I might go play. Oh, it stops in 33 minutes. That's what it's saying.
Well, you're gonna be late no matter what.
I'm going to be late no matter what, but...
Light rain expected to stop in 37 minutes and start again 14 minutes
It
later.
says 2 p.m. is 80%.
Yeah, you got to change towns.
In
In the town you're playing,
Yeah.
2 p.m. 90%, 3 p.m. 50%, and then it stops.
Well, that's what it's saying.
It's gonna be light raining.
That's fine.
It'll be light raining.
Light rain's not that bad.
All right, folks.
I guess I'm going to go play Ultimate Frisbee and go get my ass beat.
Another one in the books, baby girl.
Also, you're beating me on the challenge of health.
Oh, this week's one.
Yeah.
Were you gonna get 600 today playing frisbee or no?
I probably will either get really close to you or not.
Not quite.
Yeah, but I have until today and tomorrow.
Not today's the last day.
Tomorrow's the last day, isn't it?
Nope.
I think I lost.
Today's the last day.
I think I lost. I think I should have a punishment if I lose.
Yeah, spanking.
Ooh, I like that.
Naked.
Yeah, there's no way. I would have to get 600 points.
If I don't-
it's possible, but
Yeah.
you might work out to beat me.
I already ran this morning. I ran 3 miles.
You're up 400
I'm gonna go on a walk around the neighborhood after you leave and get like a long walk.
Yeah,
and
you're
get
gonna
more
beat me
points.
no matter what, because I'm not gonna do anything afterwards.
Walks are healthy and good for you.
Are they?
All right,
Any inspirational words you want to give everybody?
healthy choices.
Don't use
Drugs.
I got one.
Don't
Ready?
use drugs.
Ready? You got one? I got one.
The description for this episode is gonna be "Don't do drugs."
You've been changing it the entire time. First,
No,
it was,
the title. No, the title is the same. The description's gonna just be "Don't do drugs," even though we
Okay.
didn't talk about it at all.
Okay. This
Don't
is
do
what-
drugs, kids.
Don't do drugs. Stay clean. You ready though? Here we go. Don't use plastic containers. Use glass. Because if you use plastic, you get microplastics.
You'll die. Good night.